What is up, YouTube? It's Lions Fan Express coming at you with that man-to-man press. And in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 NFL hot takes for the 2023 NFL Draft. Now, these are just based off of, my own speculation, but also rumors I've been hearing within the NFL community, and also just stuff that I feel like could definitely happen based on my evaluation of certain players and certain teams. So with that being said, let's take a look. So at number 5, I have Will Levis falling out of the first round. Now, if you don't know, Will Levis, he's projected to go in the first round. Depending on who you talk to, he's usually quarterback 3, quarterback 4. Will Levis isn't a bad player in my opinion. He's just not a first round talent. I think he's got a lot to clean up in his game. He's kind of raw, and I think that overall teams are starting to kind of realize that a little bit. And I think once we get closer to the draft, it's going to be more apparent that teams are probably looking for, maybe in a different direction at quarterback. So I think Will Levis actually falls out of the first round. Probably going to go in the second or third at the latest, but still going to get drafted, just not in the first round. At number 4, on the flip side, I have Hendon Hooker going in the top 15. Now, the reason why I say this is because, there's been rumors out there that Hendon Hooker, the NFL teams like Hendon Hooker a lot more than what NFL fans do. And when you really look at it, Hendon Hooker, he's been touring a lot of teams, notably, the Lions, the Saints, I believe a couple other teams as well that have first round picks, whether it be later in the first round or kind of in the middle of the, first round. It's tough for me to say that he goes top 10 because that's really kind of pushing it in my opinion. But if a team really likes him, I could definitely see it happening. But top 15, I think is his ceiling. I think he is a good quarterback. I think he doesn't get enough credit for what he did at Tennessee his last 2 seasons, just because he's older and he's coming off an injury. Two reasonable concerns. But overall, you watch the tape. He can ball just like any other quarterback in this draft class, in my opinion. He's got the tools. So if a team wants to take him in the top 15, do not be surprised because Hendon Hooker, he's that guy. At number 3, I only have 2 receivers going in the first round. Now, I was tempted to just say 1 and just leave it at that, but I threw in 2 because really it seems like the overall receiver class in this year's draft is just not as strong as it has been in recent years. When you compare it to last season's, they had and even the year before that, they had so much talent, top end talent at the receiver spot, and it had so much depth. And while this class has depth, it lacks that true number 1 receiver at the top. A lot of people think it was Quentin Johnston, because he's that big body receiver that can go up, and get it. However, a lot of people, are starting to turn towards more Jackson Smith-Njigba from Ohio State. He's a dog, and he's probably the most talented receiver probably out of the class, the most efficient. So really, it's kind of a toss-up. I could see him getting drafted, and then also possibly Zay Flowers. He's been getting a lot of love in the NFL draft, rumors and media the last couple weeks. So I could see a team taking a shot at him maybe in the back end of the first round. But I honestly, I don't expect a lot of receivers to go in the first round. Maybe second round for sure, but first round, I think that there's going to be only about 2 receivers that end up getting picked. But could be wrong on that. We'll just have to wait and see. At number 2, I actually have the Texans go defense at number 2. Now, here's the thing with this. For the most part, I've been kind of, of the mindset of, well, they should take a quarterback because when you're picking so high, you probably should take your franchise guy, build around him, and just go with that. Honestly, though, I don't know if the Texans are going to do that. There's a possibility, if they trade down even, that they might not even, have a guy in mind that they like. Not to mention, when I was listening to their GM speak and also their new head coach, it made it almost sound like they were really open to, more than just a quarterback. Especially the head coach, who's formerly a defensive coordinator. He knows what it means to have a good defense on that team. And there's a couple defensive blue chip prospects at the top of the draft that could really help the team out and, you know, bolster them up than just, you know, putting all your eggs in a basket on a rookie quarterback working out when they might not even, you know, like, you know, a certain prospect, any of the quarterbacks. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I think that one's kind of gaining traction around the NFL community too. Is the Texans might go defense. You know, I've heard that around a couple different sources now, but I don't know. You know, for me, I wouldn't be surprised because, to be honest, well, I would probably take the quarterback. Totally understand trying to build up that defense first. And at number one, this is my own kind of take on this. It's a little wild, but I feel like Calijah Kancey is going to be a top 10 pick. Now, the reason why I say that is because watching his film, yes, he is undersized. You know, he's only 6'1", 280 pounds, soaking wet. He's not very big. You know, there's question marks of can he hold up against, you know, the run in the NFL. And honestly, watching his film though, he's a dog. Like he can stop the run, he can split through double teams, get into the backfield. He is also a good pass rusher. He's polished. It's not like he's a defensive tackle that doesn't know how to get to the quarterback. He had 7.5 sacks plus a whole bunch of pressures in his last season. So he knows what to do when it comes to pass defense, as along with, you know, stopping the run. Of course, you know, it would help, you know, if he could be a little bit more bigger, because then he could fit in more schemes. You know, he might be more of a scheme dependent player, but I think that he is a really good talent. He's not Aaron Donald level, but he's definitely maybe like a you know, Ed Oliver type player that could definitely be taken in the top 10 and be an immediate impact on the defense. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. But that's kind of my own little hot take on that. I really like Calijah Kancey. I would not be surprised if he went in the top 10. But let me know what you guys think about down below of all these, you know, hot takes. You know, are they, you know, pretty, you know, mild? Can you kind of like understand where I'm coming from? Or do you think they're just the spiciest takes out there that they're not going to happen? There's no chance. Really want to know what you guys think down below. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, go Lions.